Welcome back to Online Darts. We're here at the Oldham exhibition and we've got Bradley Brooks. Brad, nights like this still excite you?
Oh, yeah, 100%. I've done a few of these, and obviously, with the likes of Phil here and Barney, you still enjoy it. You grew up watching them, and it's a good night to have a night practicing with a good game on stage. It's always good.
Used to be local for you, but not so much anymore.
No, not so much anymore. No, obviously, I've moved a bit more down south, as some would say. I'm not as northern as I used to be, but no, it's still worth the trip down.
Yeah, not gone according to plan, and obviously missing out on the Worlds at the qualifier. How much did that hurt?
I would say it hurt, but I think I felt in love with darts halfway through the year. I was struggling. I didn't enjoy playing. I was turning up to make I was turning up to make the numbers, and that's not me. I'm quite fast. I like playing, but I felt in love with the game. But I think missing out on the Worlds might do me a favour because I'm starting to enjoy it again. Now, the last couple of weekends we did, I started enjoying it again. So just put the practice in, ready to go back to the Pro Tour in February.
Did you get a little bit complacent from winning the World Youth, and did you maybe believe the hype train a little bit?
No, I'll be honest. I think when I lost to Willie, I felt I'd done by. But because of how well I had last year, I thought I'd just come back into this year and I'd do the same again, and that's not the case. Each year is different. Form can dip, form can go up. It could have been better, it could have been worse, and unfortunately it's been worse. But I think a bit of complacency did kick in.
When did you realise that, one, you'd fallen out of love with the game, and two, that maybe you had been complacent and that the season was almost a write-off and it was all, the Worlds was one last shot at redeeming it?
Yeah, I think it was when I had a weekend where I had one average over 80 in 3 days, and that's rubbish. You can't be getting away with that. You won't get away with that in the Challenge or the Youth Tour. It's rubbish darts, and I thought, you know what, I was like, I'm not putting enough time into the game, and I lost one game, and I was rubbish, and I probably should have won it, and I wasn't bothered. That's when I knew that it wasn't, something needs to change. So I stopped practicing and just got everything right, like mentally, and then I came back, we out practicing, started playing well again, but I enjoy it. But I think this break through Christmas, we out the Worlds, and I think I'll be back at my best for February.
Bit of a double-edged sword, this one. One, obviously, you know you've had a bad year and you know what you need to do to put it right. But being year two of your tour card, is there extra pressure for that element of it as well?
I would have said yeah, usually, but with how I felt with the game halfway through this year, then I think maybe next year I just enjoy the game. If I enjoy my game and I'm happy to play and I'm playing well, then I can beat anyone. I know I can prove that, and I know how good I can be. But I think the main thing what it was getting back the love for the game. That's the reason I play it. And halfway through the year, I wasn't enjoying it, but now I am. So I'll have a break through Christmas on the board, watch the Worlds, and I want to watch the Worlds because I know I wanted to be there. So I'll put myself through that bit of pain, and then I'll be back in February as good as new.
We know you did some work with Paul Nicholson as well, and he helped your game, maybe not in terms of elements of his coaching frame, but more mentally. Have you picked his brain through this as well?
I haven't spoken to Paul in the last... I spoke to him last year and we had it perfect. But I was... It might be naive. I was a bit embarrassed to ask for help again, which I was embarrassed because obviously you're a professional darts player, you don't want to be asking people for help. But I think maybe if I'd have asked for help a little earlier in the year, it would have paid off. But what he did with me in the space of like 2 sessions last year, maybe if he'd done that, if I'd bit the bullet and asked him for help, I probably won't be where I am now, and I'd probably be in the Worlds. But it's my own fault. I've been naive, but I'm ready to go back in February.
It's interesting what you said on the coaching element, because we see so many individual sports that do have coaches, the likes of golf and things like that. Do you think darts players can learn from other sports? And like you've just said, you felt embarrassed to ask for help, but do you think more dart players should, because it's a sport where you can't see what you're doing wrong?
No, yeah, 100%. Like when you're playing, you're just doing what you think's right, and you think you're doing the same thing every time. But someone outside who knows what they're talking about, who's been there, done the same thing, that can help you. And I think people should be a bit more open, and if they're struggling, they should ask for help. And I should have done. I didn't. Pay the reward. I paid the price for that. I've not qualified for the World, so obviously over Christmas I'm going to probably get back in touch with Paul and whatnot and get everything right, ready for February. But at the minute I'm probably about 90% ready, so I'll get another 10% over Christmas, and I think I'll be back brand new and ready to go.
Brad, pleasure as always, mate. Thanks for your time.
Thank you very much, mate. Thank you.